Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Gators will kick this deep to start us off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. We'll hand it off.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. Keeper for the 1st down and more. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
1st down here for this offense. And now the handoff. One down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to him. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
And the Seminoles pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Running back has it on a screen now. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a 1st down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Grab behind the line. It's Morales. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job at taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun, drops back. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. The 8th play of this opening drive, but it's third and long. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. This is the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third and long. He hands it off from the gun. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. This will be a 45-yard attempt. And it's good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. He could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Gators.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
And now from the pistol formation. He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. Gets some space around the 30. They get him down to the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
That's a design quarterback keeper. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. Fights through a tackle. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. That's a nice game to move the sticks here as time runs out in the 1st quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Slides the quick throw. Touchdown, Florida. Strong game by this quarterback. Extra point try coming now. Extra point makes the lead 11. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So second down after the incompletion. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Direct snap to the back. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Morales. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Morales. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this in the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And that is no good. Missed opportunity to make this a 1-score game. Still losing by 11.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Handoff to the back. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's looking to scramble. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Oh, that one's picked off.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make the play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. the Knowles will kick this away to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. It's decent yardage on that return. And the Florida offense retakes the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Catch made on the out route. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Important second down play coming up. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Here's the handoff. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Enough for the first, but still going. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Now it's second down here. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. So the head coach accepts the penalty, pushes the offense back a little bit. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage, so don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Florida.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Stop for no gain there. That'll do it for the 3rd quarter. The final quarter coming up next.
Of the 3rd quarter of play with the score, Florida 14, Florida State 3.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score, Florida 21, Florida State 3.
Kickoff team is on the field to root this one away.
Take this one away.
Return begins inside the 10. And they've got the returner corralled.
And the Florida State offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
At the 22-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And they'll use the ground game here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Carrier, the running back. Second at the 12-yard line. Brings up second down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Florida.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not just a pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Fires it to the wideout. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Ball handed off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Here's the second down play. And here's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Solid tackle, able to get him down. Coming up, second down and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. This pass is incomplete, 0-0 on the clock. That's it. Well, let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.